Probably put in a lot of work after that happened to him.
Oh yeah, like Samaris's tag on net play is Veruca Salt, and just seeing that tweet was so funny because I know his tag on net play. Hungrybox was like, I don't know who Veruca Salt is, but you just obliterated me. And oh my gosh,
great call out.
The amazing call out, and Hungrybox was just like winning neutral a lot, like right off the bat, and just finding that rest there was huge. So yeah, I think the Samaris practice might have paid off a little bit.
Yeah, losing your first stock 30 seconds into the game that early,
especially
from
on
a rest.
Dreamland too.
Yeah, on Dreamland.
We're in for a marathon, but Trif is used to that. The way Trif plays the game has been talked about a lot, especially in friendlies, like his Falco that will time you out in a friendly. I don't know if you've heard about that, but it's pretty funny. Ooh, the turnip drop.
I feel like, that is just a thing with floaties. They will time you out.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of the game, I feel like nowadays it's a lot more accepted, because I feel like a couple years ago it was just like, if you ever try to play that type of way, like, you're the joke of your region. Like, no one likes you. Like, yeah. It gets personal real quick.
I think it still does a little bit to this day, but...
A little bit, but I think...
in the online era we're in, you kind of have to accept it.
Mm-hmm. A lot more people, just accept it. But there are definitely people on netplay who intentionally try to do that every single game. Like, they're not trying to win because they want to win. They just want to piss you off. They want to make you miserable.
Hbox is very composed. He's been here before, and especially very recently.
Yeah, he's been putting in a lot of work to just change his mentality, change how he's playing, because Hungrybox does have a lot of lazy habits. And you can really see that in the past couple years. Like, he will die to the craziest thing that no other Puff would ever dream of getting hit by. So, seeing him, I honestly have really wanted to see Hbox return to form. I think a lot of people have too. Because he's been losing for so long, So, Trif does have a lot to prove representing Europe. Europe is so good at Melee. We never get the chance to see very many European players, but Trif is top 10? Just crazy.
Right.
Crazy. Two just very talented players. Hungrybox is honestly playing really aggressive right now. We're only 2 minutes into the game, and Hbox is look at how he's just aggressively pursuing Peach when she's up in the air like that, just trying to put pressure on the space.
Now, it's very scary to be in this situation. It's such a high percent. It may be Dreamland, but it is Hbox.
Oh my gosh.
He's so good at sharking you no matter how high you are up in the sky.
Yeah, that up air sending Peach all the way over the rainbow right there. What is that? What? That grab was crazy. I never in a million years would guess he would go for that grab. Trif trying to just float around the platforms, trying to find something out about what Hungrybox is doing. I think, he might catch on to the fact Hbox is being really aggressive, but it might just be this game just might be curtains. I don't know. How do you make a 3-stock comeback against Puff?
I mean, you still have 4.5 minutes to do this. Maybe just be very patient and use your turnips. Just try to punish the space.
Yeah, maybe using turnip a little bit more to create situations where you can cut Puff off in the air. I know Laud likes to do that a lot. Sometimes you can throw the turnips up and they hit each other and they cover even higher in the sky. Ooh, finds that stock though.
It's such a high percentage though. Very scary.
That back throw.
Hbox at 0.
Yeah. Not quite gonna kill yet, but Trif's DI is so good. We're just living forever out here. Yeah, that's the second time he's gone for the get-up attack from ledge. I'm not sure if that's on purpose, but Hbox is just reacting to it with back air. We're gonna find a little bit of damage here. I do like, in these situations that feel like checkmate, watching someone continue to play it out. Just try as hard as they can, not give up. Definitely commendable. I like that, even though, if it was me, I would not be able to even pretend to myself that I could make that Puff comeback. We're actually going back to Dreamland. Okay, Trif is listen, I know you're playing pretty aggressively against me right now, but I like the space, and I'm going to float on top platform and force you to come to me and
new game plan. Yeah, like very space, like, wow.
Yeah.
I lost it. The thought's in my head, but I cannot get it out.
just wants to play the space a little bit more, perhaps.
Yes. New game plan going into this for sure.
The new game plan does not want to give Hungrybox that super early stock this time.
I do enjoy that the reset isn't necessarily in neutral center area. It's kind of just getting out as best as you can and then getting to a new location as safely as possible.
Yeah, there is in this matchup specifically. There's definitely like downtime like that, and that builds tension if you're playing, because you're playing so carefully. You're not trying to let the other player get in on you, and you're trying to figure out how they like to move around. So that builds tension in Melee. And if you're going in all the time, it might even be like a little bit easier. Like if you lose, you're like, oh yeah, I lost because I was like being super aggressive. But if you're playing like really careful, and then you mess up or your defense gets read, that feels a million times worse, because it's like, oh, like I was being so careful and I still got hit. Ooh, a little bit of a flub from Hbox there. Try to go for like drill grab, but he just stood there. I can't believe Trif's alive.
Yeah, a few more percent, and next one will probably kill.
So you play Samus. You've probably had your fair share of Jigglypuffs who like to camp you.
Yes.
How do you feel like as a player when you're in those situations? Like what goes through your head?
I just sit and wait in center. And say, I let you do your silly shenanigans. I'm not coming to you. Even though I
like, just go ahead, just sit there.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not the one getting close to ledge count limits. But I will say, just how this match is going, I wouldn't even say that Puff is being the campy one here. Maybe.
Oh my. Wow. What a long stock to play to both die at the same time. Wow.
Yeah. I gotta say, both are playing a little campy. Maybe more so Peach in this situation, because
definitely
Hbox is being more aggressive, and that is very scary. Peach is just trying to remove and just find a way to get back in, which just, you know, on Dreamland it makes it a lot longer to deal with.
And Trif got caught in the bear zone for a second now, and all the way at 88, just from back airs, Be careful. Oh my goodness. Reverse golf club. 4. Get that. I guess Jigglypuff is kind of like a little golf ball.
Yeah.
Though I'm not sure how well a balloon would get hit by a golf club.
Well, it would pop usually, and in this
probably
case,
pop.
you would
maybe a water balloon. I don't know. Maybe if you're real gentle with it, you could send it flying, but I don't know. Yeah, Trif definitely, I think he's more consciously trying to play the timer here. He seems really confident in just being able to just out-stamina Hbox.
The turnips are especially helping to get in. It's creating a barrier where you have to go in
like,
certain
look at that.
areas.
He just threw a bunch of turnips, and it cut off where Hbox could float to. So it actually... It gave Trif the opportunity to probably find a nair or something, but they did not react to where Puff was sent by that. And that's a stock lead.
There's that nair you're looking for.
It's so fast. Oh, yeah. I know why he went for it. You have to, but just a little bit off.
Yeah.
A little bit off in the spacing. And Trif is just floating up there. Like, yeah, I'm going to force you to think about this lead. Think about this lead that I have.
We are more than likely reaching timeout in this particular game.
Yeah, this definitely felt like Trif going back here to consciously play for a timeout. I think if Trif manages to win this game and Hbox has to counterpick, we're definitely going to like Yoshi's or something. There's no way Hbox wants to play the war of attrition. He really isn't that type of player anymore. People have out Hbox. Like, they've figured out how to be patient in this game finally.
And plus, there's still so much to play after this.
Yeah.
This is not top 8, right?
No.
Still top 16.
It's not even top 16. Like this is probably 4 top 16.
So yeah, you can't waste all that stamina this early into the bracket. So he truly does need to get rid of the space and remove the timeout potential.
Yeah, this is for winner's side top 16.
Winner's side top 16.
I do like H-Box is keeping up the aggression. Does not, even though Trif is forcing him to wait in a lot of these situations by just holding float, and float lasts like 3 seconds, and 3 seconds in Melee is a long time.
It does. It feels like a long time.
It feels like a long time, and
not enough at the same time when you're the person floating. I tell you what, 10 seconds on that platform, waiting for them feels like forever, but on that platform feels like no time at all.
Yeah, I think H-Box does aerials with like Z or something. I actually just saw like a clip on Twitter of H-Box's inputs. So disgusting.
That was also slightly debunked too because of something with 2 buttons happening at the same time. They the map registers something where on the inputs it doesn't know how to compute it.
Okay. I was going to talk about that because I was like, holy crap, no way this guy is this good, and he's literally mashing as many buttons as possible.
So it just has a little bit of a weird input that does not reflect truly what's happening.
Trying to throw those turnips up. Like I said earlier, Laud likes to throw 2 turnips up and then they bounce off of each other and cover a little bit higher of a space.
We are approaching that minute timer.
We're going to have a timeout. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is where Trif is like really comfortable. It seems like they're that type of player.
They, well, as it stands, they currently do not have the leads. They're looking for the kill. Well, now they do, yeah.
I think Trif isn't worried about not really having this lead right now because you can throw so many turnips and it does a decent amount of percent.
You just get 1 stitch and
the gap is not that big. Oh, and this is actually bad. Not dying there and then having to float all the way back. That's,
that took a lot
every
of time.
second counts right now. We got 40 seconds left and Trif is just very comfortably weaving around Jigglypuff, not trying to let Puff in that space at all. Like, look at that. We're just hiding in the leaves right there.
We are tied.
We are completely tied. But H-Box has been in this situation before. I don't think he's too worried. That was a really risky forward air. Uh-oh, that's going to kill. I think it's over.
You got 14 seconds. You got to be so quick.
You need to make a crazy read. Oh, yeah. It's over. It's over. Gonna try to go down there, maybe? Nope. A little pop off from H-Box. I wasn't even... Honestly, the game ended like 20 seconds before the timeout itself.
If you were going to make that decision to go down there just to get that quick stock, you had to have done it maybe a second sooner.
So do you think Trif goes back to Dreamland and tries that again?
I really hope not. I'm going to be real with you. You see,
a lot of us hope not.
If you had won the situation, then, yes, it could be kind of a good, valid game plan to keep moving forward. But now you've seen and you've had it happen where you lost. And now that H-Box knows you're going to play like this, you're not going to win against the master of that setup.
Yeah.
So at this rate, you just have to try to play the game as the game is.
We're going back to Dreamland, and we're going to try that one more time. I guess that's Trif's comfort zone. It looked a lot better than the first game, but, just that one. It was kind of like playing chess at the end.
Yeah. Just the thing, though, is now we've just...
Rest?
Yeah.
Yep. And, yeah. Hungrybox is not trying to deal with all that shenanigans.
No. It would only work one time, and you wasted that one time. No, it wasn't really a waste, but now you actually have to play the game. H-Box will not give you that space to have that happen again.
Lots of drills coming out the bat. And just
great patience.
Holy crap. Sharking with back air, too. That takes some precision. That is not an easy angle to hit. Wow. Okay, now Hungrybox is kind of just rolling over.
Well, he had 8 minutes to wake up. He had 8 minutes to think about what he's going to do next.
Trif needs to channel their inner Polish, actually, and just... Oh, my God. It's so... Hungrybox is just playing so aggressive right now. And Peach has good aggression on Puff too. Trif is going to have to start doing that if they want to try to win at all. But I don't know. This is looking like such a dominant Hungrybox set. Even going for the Nair. Oh my god. Trif just hasn't gotten a single opening. And going for like Nair down smash. That's really lazy. That's not what I'm used to seeing from Trif.
The nerves are high.
And going for like forward smash too. Like
he's probably looking to, you know, try to play as patient as he can again, maybe run that timer, but now HBox won't give that space. The nerves are definitely high just having that Puff right there, not giving you a second to breathe.
Yeah, this is a different HBox. The sound effect is after all like the like airy, windy hitbox noises, just the crink. Wow, just gonna keep drilling. Just gonna keep drilling. But great Nair at shield to get out of there. Yeah, if Peach wants to get back in this, you're gonna have to really think about your aerial pressure right now.
You won't survive the next 6 minutes like this.
No. And I mean, Puff could honestly just start camping right now also.
Oh yeah, you could see
wants that, but
kind of
like,
keeping the space in the spot where like you're gonna have to get past me if you want to go anywhere else, and that's scary.
Oh, yeah, like all these like weird things from Trif. A lot of forward smashes and down smashes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand camping here if you're Trif because you're down by kind of a lot. And HBox just like outplayed you in the timeout game recently. So I don't know. Trif is kind of camping himself right now.
Great poke.
I don't know. I'm looking at this and I'm just like, Trif, why are you camping?
I know. I'm
We're
struggling to
so
understand
much.
like the logic behind this gameplay. Like,
Yeah.
and like no offense here either, because it's
no
like
offense.
like
Where
obviously
you're
Trif's
comfortable.
trying to figure out himself like what he needs to be doing because HBox is one of the best in the world, and you have to come in with something that he hasn't seen before.
gosh.
Maybe
That is like the third or fourth time Trif has done like a get up attack from ledge. I'm wondering if there's like controller problems or something. Could just literally be nerves also. Oh, that was a really good call out actually. Trif needs to start doing that more. Like HBox is so aggressively pursuing Trif in the air. I'm not really sure why Trif isn't trying to like poke with down air a little bit more. Go for like the like not the float cancel, like double jump fake back air.
I wonder if up air will beat it, and it's like a reverse mix-up if you start doing that too much, and then you can do the trade, so it's not worth getting too into it.
Gosh, yeah, I'm just not really sure what's going on with Trif in this set. I feel like I usually see Trif do pretty well against HBox, but I don't know. Different beast right now.
I feel HBox has definitely stepped up his game. This is very unlike him as well. He's very aggressive this set.
I love to see it, honestly. Love to see it. I love to see like even the best of the best, like one of the goats of the game, Hungrybox, still making all these adaptations and adjustments to his game plan and try to beat everybody. It's very inspiring.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it. Okay, finding that Nair. Finding like the kill on Puff here is so hard.
You're down a whole stock at a high percent.
Down a whole stock.
Like,
just throwing turnips.
Timeout
figure
is
something out.
Still on the table technically, but you have to work so hard for that. It's not worth kind of looking for that timeout right now.
This is gonna be like the longest 3-0 in history right now.
Oh man.
What? Timer's 8 minutes, and we had one 8-minute game, and then one like.
The first game was
game.
The first game was really quick.
20-minute 3-0.
Yeah. You know, I feel that though as a Samus. That happens to me.
Yeah, you definitely of all people would know. Oh my gosh, but
and I don't even mean for them to run that long.
We found an up air. I don't want to count him out. I need to see him play one scrap against Puff. Oh, like right there. Oh my gosh. Almost had it. But yeah, I just need to see Trif play one scrap against Puff to really see how in it they can get. Good DI, wow.
Yeah, you got 2 minutes to try and find your opening. You're at 150%. You have so much work to be doing here. You can't really be wasting any time now.
Yeah, you got 2 minutes. Still trying to play super careful. Hungrybox is trying to shark out Peach.
Great DI out of there.
Yeah, every single time that Trif has hit H-Box, he's actually just immediately down-aired. But Trif is still ready for it and keeps SDIing out of it very, very well.
You can't let Puff just stay on top plat here. H-Box has nothing to lose to just hang around on that top plat away from you.
God, Trif is so patient. Oh my god. Many have been saying this, that Trif is really patient. Not trying to, not ever trying to disrespect you either. If Trif is camping you, that's just how Trif plays the game. But are we going to time ourselves out? Okay, no, we're actually not. H-Box is going to close it out with an up air.
Very long set.
Very long 3-0.